Hi, I'm Adrianne Moore, and I'm one of the voice text dialect coaches for American Players Theatre. So those are three different things that are interrelated, but how much of each you do depends a lot on the needs of a specific production. Stones in His Pocket is the dialect coach's dream because it's so much fun. And I think the actors are having a great time with it too. So one actor plays 7 characters, I think, and the other actor plays 8 characters. So they all have to be different from each other. And dialects is obviously part of it. So one of the characters is described as coming from Ballycastle. So, all right, we need to get some good Ballycastle samples. Several of the other characters are described as coming from Kerry. So it's obviously not enough to just say, well, you have this accent for this character and this accent for the other character. So it's about vocal characterization. And a lot of that is about where the voice lives, what the pitch range is, what the melody, what the rhythm is of a particular, not only a particular accent, but a particular character too. And then making sure that these characters are different enough. I mean, voice lives in the body. You know, I think we tend to think of voice as being sort of from here on up, but obviously while the actors are developing their physical characteristics, they're developing vocal characteristics. What's interesting about this play is that the stylistic conventions of this particular production. So we have these 2 primary characters, Jake and Charlie, and the premise of this production is that these other characters live within the world of Jake and Charlie. So Jake and Charlie are becoming these other characters too. So what is the process of transition? Do we transition instantly from one character to another, or is the transition process? I think one of the things we discovered is that the transition process is actually really interesting. So there are some occasions in which the listener is almost more important than the speaker. So maybe we don't want to transition to the next character just yet, because we want to look at this character and see how they receive that particular piece of information from the person who they're speaking to. So a lot of those conventions which Tim and the actors were developing were really interesting. So it wasn't just about story and themes of the play, which are pretty fascinating, but it was also about developing a language for this particular play and what the stylistic conventions and the form were going to be. You know, it's just a blast. All these different accents, all these different voices, and these 2 actors are simply lovely in it. And it's a beautiful, rather moving, often really funny story.